So Trey, tell us a little bit about your time at A&M. We were joking about it beforehand. You were actually a walk-on, but it's kind of a cool scene you had going there.
So for those that don't know what a walk-on is,
like Jay, he doesn't.
No, I that just means you walk on to the field.
For the rest of the world to know, I know, but let's let
just in case there's those out there that don't.
Yeah, so I went to a tryout. It's kind of a long story. I don't want to drag it out, but so I was a sophomore, so I had been at A&M spring of my sophomore year. Just a buddy of mine picked up it's called the Battalion. It's the A&M newspaper, and saw there's an ad in there for walk-on tryouts, and and he knew that I had played. I played baseball with him in high school, but he didn't play football, and so he came to me and he was like, "Trey, you gotta go to this deal." And of course, I look at it and I'm like, I don't know. Well, we look and it's an informational meeting, and it was that day. So I was like, all right, if you'll go with me, then I'll go. I'll at least go get the info. And so we went, and this informational meeting, you were signing up to try out. So I mean, they started passing around the deal, and we're filling it out and putting all our info. And so the funny part of that is my buddy, he didn't even play football, so he's asking me like, what position do I put down? And so we got all that
kicker.
done.
So was he the kicker? He was the kicker. Okay.
Yeah. And we filled all that out, and we had 2 weeks before the tryout. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna do this. And so I grew up loving A&M. Both my parents went to A&M, and so followed the team really close. And so
was that kind of your dream? You were going to play at A&M?
Yeah, but it was, I kind of realized in high school that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to get a scholarship to go to A&M, and so I knew I wanted to go to school there.
Now, did you get any offers in high school at all?
No, I didn't. Okay. No. So I went there like, I'm done playing football. Like
you thought that was it?
Yeah, I knew I was done. I knew I wanted to go to school.
What were you studying?
So, oh gosh, at the time, I think I changed majors like 4 times when I was there. I think I was just general studies.
There it is. Well-rounded Renaissance man.
I know. It's embarrassing. So I said, all right, I guess I'm going to do it, and so kind of got myself ready for it, and went to the tryout, and took us through the whole deal, height and weight, and we ran our 40s, and we went out there and did drills on the field and did that whole thing. And I thought I did fine, but more than anything, I left and I was like, I'm gonna get myself ready. I'm gonna do this again next year. And it was like, I'm gonna train for a whole year, and I'm gonna do it, because I think I can do better than I did. There was 100 guys out there, right around 100 guys out there, and so. I didn't think, I was like, I'm sure I didn't make it, but I was all fired up. I wanted to do, I'm gonna get this next year. And so, and then it kind of like the movies is what it was. They posted the list, so 9 guys made it, and they posted the list on the locker room doors underneath Kyle Field, underneath the stadium. Posted the list on the locker room door, and I'll never forget. I just went there by myself. I was like, I'm just gonna go, just check it out, whatever, move on.
Kind of hoping, but not.
Yeah, just not realistically.
Right now, I'm picturing Rudy, the movie.
Yes,
Rudy.
yes.
Where you're at the thing and you keep looking, and now Rudy didn't see his name.
Yeah. We'll come back to Rudy here in a minute. So I looked down the list, and my name was on there, and I'll never forget. There was just a random dude walking by under the stands, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, I just made the A&M football team. And this guy's like, what's going on?
Right.
So it was like a dream come true.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That is great.
Yeah,
isn't that a cool story?
9 people.
Yeah.
Now at the tryout, was it all walk-ons, or was there any other players there?
Just
y'all.
Yeah, all walk-ons and coaches out there, which I didn't know at the time, but I found out later it was like the GAs and stuff. There's like no real coaches out there with us.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like, probably the offensive coordinator, and no, it was just some guys that they threw out there.
That's
like,
crazy.
So this buddy of yours is responsible.
He is.
I mean, if he hadn't told you, totally.
Because I didn't have intentions of doing that, even though it was a kind of a dream of mine to play. Yeah. Like I'd kind of moved on from that.
Sometimes you need the kick in the pants, and that's what he gave you.
So you need to name that buddy. What's his name?
His name's Jason Hubenthal.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jason.
You still keep in touch with him?
Yeah, he texts me every game day at Rockwall,
Really?
telling me good luck every.
That's
every
great.
That's
single
cool.
game day.
That's a good friend.
That's great.
Yeah, he is a good friend.
We need to
so.
give him a shout out then. Did you watch the broadcast and watch the games? Do you know?
Yeah, he does.
Because we
Yeah.
do it live. We do live broadcast. Not sure if you're aware of that,
Yeah.
but we do that. Okay.
I've heard something about that.
He didn't make it.
Wait, what broadcast? You do a broadcast? What is this you're talking about?
I'll explain that to you later.